How are you doing? It's me, Galen. Yeah, it is. Galen's got Parkinson's. So, what I'm going to talk about today is rust. Huh? Haha, provocative. Let me show you who I am. Yippee! It's me. Hello. Now, I don't even know if you saw me, because I can't see anything. I'm at the other end. I'm here. Well. Rust. I like my models to look all biffed and battered. This isn't a video about making something pretty. It's about making something look like it's had a life. I quite often, with science fiction especially, will use spray paint. So I'll spray something grey, and then I sort of tend to add dark and light green flock and random transfers. So things end up looking nice with roofs and with random Judge Dredd transfers that I was given. Or things like this, which is a World War II bank. But again, I've sprayed it dark grey, put some flock on it. I even put the flock on while it was still wet. There's no detail apart from the random transfers at the bottom to draw attention to things. But when it comes to metalwork, I like to use rust. Now, I do have expensive rust paint. I have paint by Green Stuff, and I have paint by Life Colour. But I've also found, looking at these chaps in front of you, that you don't need it. If you've got it, great. I do know people who love to use the powdered rust effects. I've not done that. So what I do is I make the model, I stick it together, and then I put water everywhere. So I imagine it's raining. So I pour water from my water pot on top of my model. And I say, right, that's the rain that it's had for, hundreds of years, thousands of years maybe. That's what the rain's been doing. And at the same time as the rain's been doing that, age has been doing this. So, I'll leave it now. I'm not bothered. Don't care. The bit at the top here has puddled, and that seems a shame because it sort of detracts from what I'm trying to do. So what I might do, like I'm doing there, I'm just going to flick it away so that it reveals some of the detail. Dab it with a paper towel. No, can't hurt, can it? Now, what I then say is, okay, where that rain has come down over the years, that's very likely going to be the place where the thickest rust accumulates. So I'll get some PVA glue, and I will say, I can see a real sort of run of ink, of watery black crud down here. So let's have a bit of, let's do that. Okay. And that sort of, in my head, was supposed to follow the water. Then I put sand on it, because the sand is going to show you where all the corrosion is. Then I get the oldest, mankiest tins of spray paint that I use that don't even work anymore. And they do that. Get on. And you get more of it on your paper towel and on your hands than you could ever get on your model. And I use any colour I've got. I've got weird blue ones and greys and greens and all sorts of things. So I'll spray them on as well. And then anything that's I want coloured, because I quite like yellows and maybe reds or blues, pale blue piping and things. I paint them on. There's a pale blue one developing there. If I show you that. I like them sort of colours. That's what I use when I do my barrels. I do that. Then there's areas then that aren't spray painted, that aren't yellow or blue or whatever. They're not covered in sand and ink. They're still the colour of the model. So from there, I tend to go on with metallic colours. For this model, I've used Citadel, and I've just got to find my glasses. Citadel base Screaming Bell I've used for that. But then I might use a bit of brass. I might use some gunmetal. I might use Nuln Oil. I might use anything that takes me fancy. And I blodge things and I splot things and I put water on things and it goes wrong. It goes horribly wrong. So I have to hide them and I have to go back and I have to do something else. And I keep doing it, and keep doing it, and I keep doing it until I think, you know what, I quite like that. That's what I do. That's it. I'm not even looking at it. I'm laid back. I'm chilled out. I'm having a nice time. Throwing sand, pouring water, having a giggle. And from that, I end up with some effect that looks like something. You might like it. You might hate it. But you know what? It's not your model. So you do what you like on your own, and I'll do what I like on my own. I don't know if that helps you at all. What I'd like to do, I think what I'd like to do is to debunk the thinking behind the, oh, I am not very good at making these things, or that is hard and that's complicated. It ain't. Trust me, I used to be a teacher. So, on that weird note, I'm going to say, I hope it helps. Ta-ra, Chuck.